So it's a normal day that I've had so many times before. You start the day with with so much hope that you'll take that step forward in working towards your goals. And sometimes I like to write a list that really keep me accountable. Whether it be on my phone, sometimes I'll write it on a piece of paper. I write down all the things I want to accomplish that day, and maybe it's go to the gym or cook or ask a friend to hang out or watch a video to learn a new skill or make progress on homework, whatever it might be that day. I'm super amped up, and I don't know, but once I get in front of that computer, I can't seem to bring myself to start. Like, I find myself just staring at the screen or staring at the Word doc with nothing on it, and I just get lost. How do I even do this? I don't even know if I can achieve my goals. Do I even deserve to be happy and to be someone who accomplishes things? I don't even think I'll ever be a fraction of the people I look up to who do this thing. And why would I just suddenly change now when I've remained the same all this time? I'm going to be no different tomorrow. And then the doubts and the complaints creep in. I'm tired. It's so hard. I don't deserve it. I'll do it tomorrow, and I don't think I can do it. Let me just go on Instagram. Let me just go on YouTube and let me just cool off a little bit, and I'll do it later. And we all know where this goes. Like, 2 hours go by like it's nothing, or even an hour goes by like it's nothing. And an hour in, and you're still scrolling, and you're looking at the time. You're like, oh, an hour's gone by, but you can't seem to stop scrolling. And at the end of the day, nothing on that list gets done. Not one single thing. And I'm staring at the ceiling again. Oh man. In that moment, when I realized that I did literally nothing that day, nothing I wanted to do, and it's not like this is the first time it's happened, so I find myself staring at the ceiling again after another day where I did nothing. I'm staring at the wall, I'm staring at the ceiling, I'm staring at myself in the mirror, and I hate what I see. I'm so mad and frustrated with myself. Like, I don't know. I just ask myself these pointless questions, like, why can't I do this? Why can't I just be the person I want to be? Why can't I just do the work? Frankly, in the past, when I felt like that, I usually did the worst thing you could do in that moment. I whip out the phone, I get the lotion, and I hop on Pornhub. Just a terrible way to end the day, man. Just a terrible way. I escape for like 15 minutes, an hour, and after it's done, I feel even worse. I'm just left there, laying on my bed, like feeling like an absolute failure. Why am I like this? I don't like who I am. And so how do we break that? Like, how do we take that first step, and how do we start progressing towards our better selves? Like, how do we get off that couch? How do we get out of bed? How do we stop scrolling? And how do we get past that block you feel when you're on that computer, you're about to do homework, and you can't just do it? In my opinion, you must have a reason. You need to have a reason that gets you out of the bed every morning. You need to have a reason that makes you so scared not to succeed. You need to find your why. It's hard for us to just act. It's hard for us to just do really hard things if we don't have a strong enough reason to do it. You might be saying to yourself, well, there's nothing that I want to do that badly, or I don't know where to start, or what it is, and how to figure it out. And that's okay. It's normal. I've found that the best reasons are either the dreams that you want to turn into reality, or the realities you never want to happen. So start there. Next, you got to tangibly understand how to chase that dream. In other words, how do I get there? You need to become a student. If it matters enough to you, learning how to achieve it will not feel like work. And that isn't to say that it won't be hard or parts of it won't suck, because it will. but it will feel great to learn and apply that knowledge in the future. Learning how to achieve that goal is what will help you understand how to progress. And to that extent, you have to emulate the type of person you want to become. What is the future me who has achieved my goal, who has achieved my body, who has achieved what I want, achieved the skill? What are they doing all day? What is their life like? So you ask yourself those questions. How do they spend their time? How many hours of sleep do they get? What do they eat? How do they treat people, which I think is really important? What are their lives like? Why are they successful? And you ask yourself all those questions so you can reproduce it. To understand how to be great, you have to learn from others who've become great and take all of that and use that as a framework, a blueprint. And you got to see progress, man. It's really hard for us to not see some sort of results within like a month. You need to identify ways to display that progress, whether it be quantitative or qualitative. For losing weight, it might be taking pictures in the mirror. For learning a skill or a language, it might be attempting tests and quizzes that consecutively get harder over time to prove that you're learning and you're getting better. Progress is everything. And progress that you are changing and becoming more like the person you want to be is what really makes you fall in love with the grind. Because it is a grind. It is a process. And it'll also become one of the main reasons why you get up in the morning, why you don't stop. And as a result of that, you got to develop a passion for working hard. It's not going to be easy. Anyone who tells you that is lying. It's not going to be easy. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to stop, but you have to keep going. You need to trust in yourself and continuously prove to yourself over and over and over and over and over again that you can do it. And you're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. No one just does it perfectly on their first try, but don't complain when you fail. In fact, I would say that mistakes are a part of the journey. They must be. If you're not failing, you are either not trying hard enough or you're not setting high enough expectations for yourself. But when you do fail, you do make mistakes, I get it. The self-doubt and the pain, the sadness, we can't help it. We feel it. But you gotta move on. You gotta move away and cast away that self-doubt, the pain, the sadness, and only think about how you can grow and learn from that in the future. Lastly is mindset. And mindset is everything. If you take nothing else away from this video, let it be this takeaway. Your mind is the single greatest obstacle between you and achieving your goals. You need to believe in yourself, and that takes time. So even if you don't believe in yourself yet, or you don't really want to do it, get up and do it anyway. You need to develop a state of discipline that lets you understand that putting in all the hard work now will be helpful later. And I wake up in the morning cursing. Why am I here? Why did I get up in the morning? I don't want to do this. I want to go back to sleep. And then I put on my running shoes. Cursing even more. Oh, this sucks, dude. And then I walk out the door and I start stretching. Man, I should just go back and I should just climb back in bed. And then I start running. And 3-4 minutes in, it sucks. Like, I should just stop now. And I should just climb back in the bed and get back and eat something. But after a certain point in time, I'm so thankful that I got out of bed and I got to work. You will feel thankful that you worked over and over and over again. I promise you, you will feel the same way if you stick to it. I can't promise it'll happen the first time or the 5th or the 10th time, but you will feel it eventually because you'll start to feel it. You'll start to win. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram where I'll be posting same content as well as some different content on there. And Thank you for watching my first ever video. Deuces.